He wanted to be more than a mob boss. He wanted to be a king. So he built his very own White House on Staten Island and demanded the mafia treat him like royalty. But just weeks later, he was shot like a dog in the street. This is the story of the most arrogant boss in mob history and the bloody betrayal that stunned the underworld. He started from the ground up, a butcher's son in Brooklyn. Quiet, calculated, dangerous. By the 1970s, he wasn't just making sausage. He was carving up the city, loan sharking, gambling, construction, and bodies. They called him the Howard Hughes of the mob, reclusive, business-minded, and cold-blooded. But he wasn't satisfied being a millionaire. He wanted to look like one too. So he built a 17-room mansion on Staten Island, designed to look like the White House. Columns, balconies, imported marble. Locals called it the White Castle. To him, it was his throne, while other bosses held court in social clubs. He ruled from behind iron gates, eating cooked by a private chef. It was the beginning of his end. When the old boss died, he didn't get elected, he got appointed. Other captains were furious. He hadn't earned it. Especially one ambitious underboss, a street guy who hated his boss's silk suits and business lunches. Then came the insult of all insults. He told the family's top earners that he deserved a bigger cut. More money, more power, less respect. It wasn't just arrogance. It was dangerous. Because in the mafia, if you act like a king, they treat you like a target. Things got worse. He banned his men from selling drugs, but secretly took a piece of the profits. Then, he installed hidden microphones to spy on his own captains. Paranoia set in. He thought he was playing chess, but he never saw the checkmate coming. One cold December day, he headed to a steakhouse in Manhattan. He had no idea who was waiting for him outside. They waited in a car across the street, 2 men in trench coats. He stepped out of his limo. And before he could reach the door, he heard footsteps, turned, and was hit with 6 bullets to the chest and face. It wasn't just a hit. It was an execution. In broad daylight. Outside one of the city's busiest restaurants. No warning, no escape. One of the shooters reportedly knelt down and made sure the job was done. News broke instantly. Cameras swarmed. The mighty White House Don was lying in the gutter, bleeding out beside his black limousine. The shocking twist? The man who took over after his death was the very guy he once called too street to lead. He wasn't too street. He was just patient. In the mob, if you want the crown, you better be ready to kill the king.